Surprise, surprise. I have a pretty obvious one for us here today, and it's about driving in the rain. And when I was doing the research on this, I actually was pretty surprised that the statistics are way worse than I thought. So with teenage drivers, any kind of driver, driving in the rain is way more dangerous than any other types of conditions. One, because rain is the most common. Ice and snow and various other things like that are probably dangerous as well, but they're not as deadly because they're just not as common. Clear, dry weather is obviously the most safe, but they say overall fatalities go up 34% in the rain, which is huge. And then also when there are statistics from a certain study that I was reading that show whenever there's a light rain, which is just enough to get, where you might have to whip out an umbrella or not, the crash accident rate goes up about 25% over normal, 25 to 30%. And then if it comes down to a moderate rain, it goes up to 75%. And then if it's a heavy rain, the crash rate goes up to 250 times, 250%, which is 2.5 times the normal crash rate. So if you are educating your children about going out on the roads, and even for yourself, it's very smart to know that it's just more dangerous in the rain. And that's huge. And so it's one of those things where we want to make sure that the cars are equipped with the right equipment on them, like make sure the tires are good and inflated properly, make sure the treading on the tires are good. You want to make sure that you're not speeding in the rain or going over the speed limit. A lot of times you want to slow down just to be extra cautious. You want to make sure that you have your headlights on. If you have day running lights, make sure that those are on so that other people can see you as well. Windshield wipers, that's something we neglect until it starts to rain, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I can't believe I didn't replace those windshield wipers, and they're dry rotted, and then it prohibits our ability to see. One of the things that I do for our cars is I'll put Rain-X on, and that helps with the windshield to where even if you forget to change your windshield wipers, a lot of times that water will shed right off. And then you can even pour Rain-X into your windshield cleaner. And so that way it makes it beat off even faster as well, which is nice. And so heavy braking is another one, like whenever we're going really fast in the rain, and normally in a dry condition we'd be able to stop, and other times, analog brakes and other things start to come into play. And you want to teach your kids about, hydroplaning, black water, those types of things that are on the road, because once you hit something like that, especially on an interstate, you lose all control of the vehicle. And so that's a very dangerous situation, very scary situation whenever you're a young driver without very much experience. So again, rain is the most deadliest hazard that we have. And then it also increases rates of crashes, even if they're not deadly crashes, by an extreme amount. So it's something that's very obvious, but it might not be something that we talk to our kids about. So you want to make sure that you're doing that on a regular basis, and educating them and making sure that they're being safe, and just saying, hey, look, wait for the rain to die down, wait for the rain to stop. And then that way, at least you're increasing your chances that they'll arrive where they're going safely. So Seth Smiley here from the Smiley Law Firm. And again, this is for Parents of Teen Drivers Facebook group. Thank you.